manager and the school board members, distinguished
Sena and Merit. May I now request the head of school to welcome everyone and introduce the chief guest for this afternoon, the head teacher, Mr. Shankar.
the chief guest,
The head teacher, Mr. Rakesh Shankar, the school manager, members of the school management board, invited parents, Ministry of Education officials, students, media partners, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskaram, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Nisambula Vinaka, and a very good afternoon to you all. Thank you very much for the words of welcome, and thank you very much for this beautiful Salu Salu. This is the third Salu Salu for me today. I was just telling, I think after retirement from politics, I'll start up a Salu Salu business. So thank you very much for this, and thank you very much for being here. To all the parents, you've turned out in big numbers. Thank you very much. That shows how interested you are in your children's education. It also shows that you are part of the education sector, very much part of that. It also shows how important education is for you. Your head teacher mentioned how education started for us in Fiji. It was brought, especially for the, he talked about ancestors, and I believe that our indentured laborers brought education for us here. And we must always thank all those people who have been part of bringing education to where it is today. Okay? I mean, the governments before us, the managements before us, the faith-based organizations before us, and you have a very strong backup from your faith-based, all those schools that come under the TISI Sangam, right? Dakshin? How do you say that? Dakshina India Andhra Sangam office. You have a lot of schools around the country, and I'd like to thank your executives and the management for partnering with the government, okay, and ensuring that we take education forward. Not only education, ladies and gentlemen, but quality education. We can talk about education, and we can talk about quality education. That's what we want. We want quality education, and quality education is going to come from quality teachers. Okay, it's the teacher who shapes the life of your son or daughter in the school. At home, you do your share. Okay. We recently have been going around telling parents how important their role is. Your child, when he comes to our school, the values he brings, the discipline he brings, how he comes and behaves in a school is a reflection of how, as parents, you are fulfilling your responsibilities. Okay, so seeing you here this afternoon is a very clear sign that you are very, very supportive of the school, and you are part of our celebration this afternoon. Celebration in the sense that we have rebuilt your school. And a reminder of what natural disasters can do to us in the Pacific. A little bit of research shows that most of the communities, most of the people living here were affected during TC Winston. And I was told that with those buildings, when the roofs went away, this particular building served as an evacuation center for you. Okay? And I can understand it must not have been very easy. So while we still live with the memories of what happened during TC Winston, while we can still say people fled from their homes, they lost their belongings, children lost their school books, children lost their classrooms, families lost their homes, the crops, everything. Not only you, but a lot of communities that were affected in February 2016 with TC Winston lost a lot of things. We are still building. Like I said, we may have rebuilt your building, but what you lost during TC Winston will take a lot of time to rebuild. The memories of TC Winston will just not go away like that. Every time a cyclone strikes, we will go back and say, this is what happened in 2006. This is what happened to my family, my friends, or even Even these children must have gone through that. Last week we were in Nailuva. This school is right in the interior of Ra, probably one of the last villages where that there are provincians, right? And we honored a little girl. Katerina. And I want to share that story with her. During T.C. Winston, she, her father and her sister and her mother were in their house in the village. And the father opened the door to go and look for a rod to shut the door from inside. So Katrina and her mother and her sister were in the house. The force of the wind actually blew their house from the ground, foundation together. The whole house was spinning in the air. And then after some time, it split into two. The house split into two, and they actually went down the hill with part of the house. This little girl, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, I stand to be corrected, climbed. She was injured. Her mother was injured. Her sister was injured. And in the middle of that cyclone, she climbed so many meters high, and then she crawled to the village. Then she raised alarm in the villages. Then the villagers came and rescued her mother. Unfortunately, she lost her sister. Her mother was badly injured. Katerina was badly injured, but she fought back. It took them some time to fight back the injury. So that injury can heal. But the memories of what you go through, it doesn't heal. This morning we were at Nasiani Primary School. Same story. T.C. Winston came, destroyed the building. We went to Ba Muslim Primary School. I remember Ba Muslim Primary School. When I drove by, I come from Ba, and my house was also gone, totally gone. So when we were traveling down, so we passed a lot of villages. Everywhere was devastation. But if you look back now, can you even think about what this place was like after T.C. Winston? It's gone. But the memories remain. The memories remain. As a government, we are still rebuilding schools. We've spent almost $250 million building schools that were damaged. But we're happy. We're happy that we are building your schools to better standards. Should another T.C. Winston come, God forbid it shouldn't come, but should we experience another T.C. Winston, ladies and gentlemen, this school will serve as a haven for you, as an evacuation center for you, because it has been built back to better standards. And as a government, that's what we want to do. We want all school buildings to be built back to better so that the community can take shelter in such times. So while we open your new buildings, the buildings have been already used, I'd like to plead to you to look after these buildings. These are your property. It's not Ministry of Education. It's not the management's property. It's not the head teacher's property. It's yours. It's yours, and it's for the future of our children. Okay? So taking ownership of everything in education is very important. And like I said, because you're here, it's a very good sign that you are part of the education system. And also, if I can at this point also thank everybody who came to assist you. Everybody, from the very next day you started receiving aid and assistance we started receiving it from our overseas partners, our faith-based organizations. Your neighbors must have come to help you, your families from abroad, everybody and anybody, all the overseas governments that came to assist our government to ensure that your life was back to normal. And the Prime Minister's vision at that time, after T.C. Winston, was to make sure the children were back to classrooms. So I'm sure you must have had learning shelters, your children must have been put in tents and makeshift buildings. But thank you for sending your children back to school even when disaster struck you. Okay? And I'm told that your classes started in March, a month after T.C. Winston, and it must have been very hard for you. It must have been hard for the children because some of you have lost everything. But somehow or the other, the school opened in March, and we are here today, 2 years later. I'd like to put on record a special thank you to the teachers as well. I'm sure you would have lost your belongings, but you came to school to ensure that the children were looked after. So thank you very much. And so now what we've done is we've constructed new buildings, and your other 5 buildings have been upgraded. The contractor, special thank you to the Super Construction for the timely construction of this building. This building, ladies and gentlemen, has cost the government $626,750. And we are proud that we have partnered with you and we have built you back a better classroom. To the 50 girls and 76 boys of Thabo Andhra, I urge you all to make the most of these new buildings. There are still many children out in certain areas who do not enjoy the building that you have. So this is your building, okay? Study hard, come to school every day, and look after your building. And I just like to inform you, as a government, we want every child who is of our schooling age to be in schools. Your EC, your kindergarten is here. Students would like everybody who's supposed to be in class 1 to be in year 1 and continue up till primary, secondary and tertiary education. And again, to the parents sitting out there, you and I both know, when we went to school, we had to do a lot of things from our side. Our parents had to pay fees, our parents had to pay bus fares, etc. Now we've taken that away from you. And the reason is, we want you to send the children to school. Education, this year has been given a budget of $800 million. That's a lot of money. And that shows that the government is prioritizing education, right? I strongly believe that education can change our world. Education can change individual lives, okay? All of us may not be rich enough. I mean, let's go back 20, 30 years ago. Tertiary education, many parents had to sell their farms, withdraw the FNPF money to send their children to school. We are trying to ensure that now government takes over the responsibility of ensuring that your children go to school. So please send your children to school. And take advantage of the assistance that we as a government is providing. And of course, coming back to some of the responsibilities of teachers, again, if I can mention quality education, teachers, keep upgrading yourself. Remember, 8 to 4 or 8 to 3:30 or 7:30 to 3:30, the children are in your care. You need to be extra vigilant to look after these children, teach them the right things. To the parents, your role is to teach values to our children, what is right and what is wrong, being honest, being truthful. If I can talk about the bus fare assistance scheme. The bus fare assistance scheme is for those families who cannot afford to pay bus fares. But what we are doing now is we are reviewing all those students who we are assisting, and we find out that there's still a large number of students whose parents earn a decent living, but they're still under the bus fare assistance scheme. So if we send your head teacher, I think, or teachers will ask you to fill the forms again now, please fill in the right income. Okay, you need to say, okay, if you earn 30,000, put down 30,000. If you earn $2,000 a year, put down. We want honesty there, and we want that assistance to go to those who can really not afford. So if you earn enough to pay for your children's bus fare, please do that. Okay, that's the right thing to do. Just on today is Wednesday. When did we launch the anti-corruption thing? Monday, right? On Monday, I mean, this is for the information of the on Monday, we launched a new curriculum for our children. That's from FICAC, and that's anti-corruption, where our children will now be taught about the good habits. And a classic example given to us was students of Nasinu Muslim College, 2 students. So one day they were walking by and they saw a wallet. They picked up the wallet had $1,000 cash in there. What would people do? Some people will walk away with it. Some people will share it. These 2 boys, they looked through the wallet, they found a contact, they called the person, and they returned the wallet to the person it belonged to. These are simple habits of honesty through that new curriculum that will come in 2020, where we will teach your children what is right and wrong. But if you teach that within your own homes, then we don't have to teach it in school. Okay? So as parents, it's very, very important what you tell your child, what you teach your child, what your child eats at the house. Another example, Fiji. Domestic violence, you must have heard about that, no? Domestic violence, ghar mein maarpit jan hoye. Yeah? Do you have fights in your homes? Children see that. The movies that we watch, the things that's shown there, robbery, violence, नशा में पी के मारे इसके, मैया मारे पप्पा मारे मैया, कौन किसके मारे, you know what happens. Violence, domestic violence, ठीक है? So what we found out, research shows that the students learn that behavior. अगर आपके घर में मारपीट होए है, obviously वो छोटा लड़का सीखी कि it's okay to grow up and beat up somebody else. So school में bullying हुए है. You've got to understand that. Children especially, you know, sometimes you are being taken in a corner and being bullied by others. पता bullying कौन सी है? Do you know what bullying means? Yes. So if there is somebody in school who's bullying you, you must talk to your teachers and say, look, this person is bullying me. We don't want any bullying in our schools. और लड़की लोग जो है, there are a lot of issues of sexual harassment as well. यहाँ छुई दो, वहाँ छुई दो, यहाँ कर दो, ये कर दो. It's coming up. तो पहले we would never talk openly about this. पहले नहीं बात करा जाता. अरे रहने दो बेइज्जती हुई जी ना. तो that's not on. There's a lot of cases of sexual harassment in our children. And as parents, maybe teachers, they won't be that open to your child to say, अच्छा तुम्हें यहाँ कोई छुई अच्छा नहीं, तुम्हें यहाँ कोई छुई अच्छा नहीं. But as mothers, as fathers, please protect your children. ये खाली लड़की लोग के issue नहीं है. There's boys too being sexually harassed. तो we've got to start talking openly. कि बेटा, this is not right behavior. If somebody does that to you, come and tell us. The same thing applies to the students here. And I urge the teachers to go beyond the curriculum to ensure that our children are aware of those things. The impact of technology. लड़कन phone मांगीस दे दिया. That's what we do, right? Oh, मम्मी उसके पास phone है, हम भी बनता. मम्मी डैडी के बोले phone हम भी बनता. कौन सी S9 है ना, S10 है, iPhone है, कौन सी हमें तो पता भी नहीं. But the fact that we live in a society like that, and we want our children to have the best. But आपके पता है कि टेक्नोलॉजी के इम्पैक्ट कौन सी है आपके लड़कन के ऊपर. Then Facebook पे छोटा लड़का on Facebook पे, oh, Facebook is a big issue here है, social media. कौन चीज़ में देखे, कौन चीज़ में देखे, कौन चीज़ पढ़े, and it becomes a habit. तो if you control your children घर पे, नहीं बेटा अच्छा 1 घंटा टीवी खाली देखेंगे, न्यूज़ देखेंगे या चिल्ड्रंस प्रोग्राम देखेंगे. अगर आप खुद बिजी है टीवी देखे में, we मना कर देते हैं ना, सब काम कर ले, टीवी ऑन कर लो, बैठ लो, right? So थोड़ा आपके भी अपन बगल से कोशिश करके, you'll have to make sure that you make every effort that your child remains your priority. कभी कोई न्यूज़ सुनो लड़का वहाँ डूब के मर गया, मम्मी कहाँ रहा, मम्मी घर में रहा, बगल में क्रीक रहा, ना रहा, लड़का गिर के मर गया, पता नहीं लगा. लड़कन पिकनिक चल दिस, we don't know, our kids are on picnic there. Simple things like that. Please protect these children. फिर बाद में बैठ के we cry, oh we lost a kid. We don't want to lose anybody. Okay? So रात के कितना बजे आपके लड़कन संजा होएगे बस में से कितना बजे घरे आओ? You must know. 7 o'clock if the child goes in the bus to school, school opens at 8 o'clock. 7 to 8 कहाँ है लड़का आपके? इन्हें की खाली बस में बैठ गए तो लड़का चला गया स्कूल, लड़की चला गई स्कूल. कभी दिन में घरे, if you have time, please come down to the school and talk to your teachers. And the school should always open up doors for parents. Parents should be given priority. कोई टाइम आप स्कूल आया कोई चीज़ पूछे के लिए, the school's responsibility is to talk to you. It's your kid as well. ठीक है, लड़कन होमवर्क कितना करे, what time do they study at home, इन्हें की घरे के बेटा नमूना कूट दो, पापा बताइए से 1 किलो नमूना कूट के रख देना. It's reality. We go through that. और जाओ वहाँ से गाय लेके आ जाओ, ये कर दो. Fine, they can do that. But study for these children now, good health, supervision, a bit of physical activity, good discipline, very important. अभी if we can mold them now on the right path कि बेटा झूठ नहीं बोलना, चोरी नहीं करना, मारना नहीं कोई के, ये नहीं करना, they will learn it. हम लोग की उम्र में कोई समझे, हम लोग नहीं समझ पाएगा, खलास बहुत देरी हो गई. So children are our ambassadors. Compound, keeping your compound clean, rubbish यहाँ नहीं भिगो, प्लास्टिक रास्ता चलते नहीं भिगो, अगर मैला देखा उठा लो. These are little habits. Very little habits, but they go a very long way. And parents and teachers, remember, very important roles, very important role. The issues in a rural school or issues in town school में है, they're totally different. It's very difficult to control children in school, in urban schools. Large numbers of students, 40, 45 students in one classroom. I'm sure you don't have that numbers here. So again, easy to nurture the minds of our students here. Look at how beautiful your environment is. Healthy living. We promote healthy living. Too much importance on noodles and tin food and tin stuff is not good at all. Fiji ranks very highest in terms of NCDs, diabetes, pressure, all those things. So, healthy living, grow your own fruits and vegetables. next year or this year's budget gives us some money to have some school gardening contest. So your children will be now asked to have school gardens and grow fruits which they can probably sell and eat, something like that. Right? So I just wanted to say a little bit of that. And to the children here again, there's something that I liked is your singing of national anthem. That's very important. National anthem sung in 3 languages. It shows the different cultures of people that we live in. But what they sing, they must know what they are singing. It's very important, right? When you sing in English, you understand. The ETOK students, when you sing in Hindi, do you understand what you are saying? Do you understand? And the Indo-Fijian students, when you sing in ETOK, do you understand what you are saying? Good. It's very important. That's why we have introduced conversational Hindi in our curriculum and Vosavakaviti, where the Hindi the ETOK students would learn conversational Hindi, and our Indo-Fijian students will learn Vosavakaviti, how to communicate. That's very important. It's very important to communicate if we have to understand each other. Otherwise, this generation wouldn't know. I mean, I regret not learning the other language because we always speak in English and English. But then our children, we want them to understand both languages so we can live peacefully and happily with each other. Okay, so thank you once again. I know it's coming to the close of day today and you have to go to your homes. But thank you for having us here. Thank you for being here. All the ladies, especially, and I see some gentlemen there. Thank you very much. Normally when school events come, it's only the ladies. It's the mother's responsibility. Change that. Fathers must also take an important part in ensuring that your children go through education. To all the badge holders, just young leaders, I see a lot of little girls and boys with big badges. Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll make very good leaders of your school. Do the right thing, okay? And help your teachers control your students. To the kindergarten students, where are you? Do you have the kindy students here? No? Or gone home? Oh, some here. Little kindergarten children. They need to be looked after well. Parents, please make sure they come to school prepared. And it's a pleasure. This is the first time for me to come to this school, and though I'm from Ba, I haven't traveled a lot in the interior. But thank you very much. You have a very beautiful community. God bless you all and stay happy. And if you ever need any assistance, any support, anything that relates to my ministry, or personally if you need some assistance, please, I'll leave my number here with you. There's a mother's club here or something. There's a lot of things women can do. And I'd like to come back and probably visit the ladies later on and see how best we can assist you with your community. But meanwhile, keep working hard, keep looking after your families and keep looking after your children. And hopefully things will be all right. Okay, so thank you and God bless you all. It's your building. On this side. Okay. Thank you. We hold this. Yeah. Right, what's your name? Mary. You got a badge? Which year?
Year 6.
Year 6. You should get a badge. Eh? Become the head girl of this school one day. Okay. Say it. Hooray! Awesome. Chalo. Chalo ke matlab punji. Chalo ke matlab punja. Jao.